Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2, the Empire of Morocco. Well, Grand Princedom, I guess. Technically with Caliph Aktullah the Cruel. We're crazy. Anyway, I wanted to, before I really get started, I want to check through some things. Let's just ransom off all these prisoners that I can ransom off. And make sure... I'm about to get 700 gold eventually, and I can build another holding over here. In any case, I'm thinking about what I want to do. I'm just going to ignore that. With this game, I intended, and I still intend, to play this all the way through to EU4, but you can tell we're not actually even to the point of the original Crusader Kings 2 start. We're about 100 years out from that, 120 years out from that. 1066 is not anywhere close to us. I'm waiting for the money to come in. I think it was 4. Now, I don't want to ramble on about what I want to do kind of on camera here. Yeah. I think we must build a temple. Yep, that's good. But people have been concerned that I am too strong, and I would largely agree with that statement. I think my truce is running out with this guy soon. Yeah, August. And since I only have a couple of conquest goals, particularly this here, and maybe the rest of it, maybe, I need to find more, I suppose, creative goals for things that I want to do with my armies and stuff like that. Now, we're not necessarily to the point that we're stronger than everybody, but we're stronger than almost everybody. Right now, I think the only people who are stronger than us are the Abbasids, who are actually kind of at a weak point. They can have up to 60,000 troops. And the Byzantines, who will normally have about 40 to 50. I didn't check India, but I'm nowhere near this stuff. And they don't have nothing. Oh, I guess I clicked on the wrong guy. Yeah, this guy doesn't have anything. So I'm not really, they're not really in my league. And I'm an Empire, so I guess that does make sense. I have 21,000 right now. And the only one who even rivals me in the area is Italy. The rest of these guys have very little. That's partially because we've got some people who are just coming off wars and stuff like that. Now these guys are all related still, the Carlings. But we can't forget that since we are before 1066, that the Crusades have not started yet. We are in the pre-Crusade era. And Andalusia is both a Christian and a Muslim crusade target. And I'm not sure if we are safe from other Muslims. As you might know, you cannot do a holy war against the Orthodox as a Catholic, but you can do it. You can do a holy war against other Muslims. I'm not sure if that extends to things like jihads, which is what our crusades are called. Spy Master died. And it's, in any case, it's still dangerous because we can have crusades called on us by the Catholics. Because I still intend to kill the Umayyads as much as possible, having a Muslim target in the area is not necessarily going to be productive. So I'm going to try to put, I'll try to put Catholics in charge where I can, or I might even get creative and try to put other religions in charge just for fun. But just so that the states I set up are going to be a little bit more stable. Africa's adamant as she tries to make me appoint one of her male friends There might be more to her than I early expected. Steward, no matter how well our steward Abdul ibn Abdul Wazirid does his job, I need to decide whether I should make Rafika happy or buy... What? Or if the okay. Or if this current steward would keep his job. Well, this is my first wife, so she's kind of important. But she also won't change religions on me, and we've already got a million kids, so get out of my face. Just and fair in all things, your people rest easy in the knowledge that no matter what, you can always expect it to observe the rule of law. Now, one of the things I might do to make things more interesting is not raise my children myself. I've been thinking of a bunch of things I could do. I lose 2 decadence for this because I have the just rate. Little things that I could do to make a game of Crusader Kings 2 that lasts the entire length of the game more interesting. And really, the main game is interesting enough to play by yourself. I mean, it's just that a lot of people watching a video will only be interested in war and expansion because, let's face it, this is a real-time strategy game. There's not much to really see action-wise except that, unless you're really worried about seeing the politics and interpersonal relationships of the game, which is, I can't expect anybody to really be interested in that who's not actually playing the game. Especially if you're not paying attention to all of it, like I am not paying attention to all of it. I barely even read these up here, and I never read these. So, I'm not getting too in-depth into that, where I could paint this huge picture of that. I played the game too quickly for people who accuse me of going too slow. Could not help but overhear the stable master and a courtier's animated discussion, something about a horse and a payment due today, but the courtier insisted to pay the stable master later that week. I should interfere. This is because I had the just trait. I tried to be as just as I could, and they won't speak to each other. Honestly, they're very minor things that are really just there for flavor. The interactions with other countries, because they don't directly affect you. Should I have this tournament? I don't think so. Mansa, okay. We've got a couple places convert. We don't have that many places who are still not our religion. That's nice. So, is our... Where are you at? Orania. This is still sunny. Now, what I'm kind of getting at is that I need to figure out other things to do in the game. And you are very shameful. Oh, but somebody already talked to him. And if you remember, I used 1,000 piety to cause an invasion of this, so that I could strip the entire kingdom away from him. Honestly, that was a sloppy way of doing that, because it's caused me a lot of problems. But it was the fastest way to do it. I basically did this and took Castile just to get an empire going, so that we wouldn't have to worry about the Umayyads, and to destroy the Umayyads as much as possible. Something to note, and people pointed this out, that we are going to have a problem with this being distant overseas in EU4, because there is no way... Ooh, military organization. Nice. There's no way of mitigating the problem of having... I think we want popular customs. The distant overseas thing, because our capital is in Africa, and this, even if it's this very short gap which you can cross on foot, it's not considered on the same continent, so you will always get distant overseas modifiers no matter what. And it's not the best thing to do to have, you know, things, a majority of your tax base basically on another continent. Now, one of the things I've realized is that we have low crown authority, and if you have a certain level of crown authority, you cannot keep your empire together in EU4 if you don't have certain titles in place. I believe we will keep Spain now because we have the Kingdom of Andalusia. But I'm not sure if we want to keep that the case. We want to make this a vassal, which would give us basically the same value, but it would have a greater bonus to us, really. Having territory that's going to be so problematic to keep around, having it give us stuff as a vassal might be better. Obviously that doesn't do anything to us right now. Orania just got converted. Nice. On the subject of conversion, while I'm not purposely going to convert any of this, it's basically all going to be a body by the time it's done. I can't even move this. Oh yeah, I can. But one of the things we can do is we can invite people from other religions to our court, if they will come, and set up kingdoms with them. And I think I actually have a couple of Jewish guys with me if I wanted to set up a Jewish kingdom somewhere. They would have to be pretty strong, and they would have to be in non-Crusade target areas if I were to want to keep them around. The idea of having a lot of piety is not necessarily something that I can do all the time, but when I can, that's another money thing, I can use this piety to take entire kingdoms from people and then set up my own kingdoms myself, assuming that I can keep the holdings together in such a way that I can set them up the way I want them. Now, really, the idea of doing that is not necessarily new. I did that in my earlier games. Really, it was mostly in the CK1 game. I set up the Kingdom of Andalusia. Who complained to me about my son Abdul Rahman's temper tantrums? Apparently he punched your son in the face again. Calm. Patience. Yes, nice. And really the goal of doing that is not necessarily entirely altruistic, because it raises our prestige. Having... Oh, can I cheat you myself? I can. Because it gives me more score at the end of the game. Not necessarily something I want to be worried about, but something that another player might consider important. Really, though, the reason I want to do that is to shape the world a little bit better. I don't like messy borders, and the game tends to produce those. You know, if I can go through and shape a few things up by putting people in place that I want in place, I can really help that out. See, these guys got this back. A woman accused of witchcraft in Septa has been dragged before your court. Several witnesses have seen her performing dark rituals in a secluded hut, possibly related to recent crop failures. She claims innocent and falls on you to determine her fate. Burn her at the stake? This is terrible. I'm not those science guys, so... A wicked culture tech. Oh, but, do we have the... No, we're Roth, though. Burn her at the stake. Also crazy. You're no longer content to rest on your laurels. The problems facing your realm are legion. Clearly no one can fix them, but you. So get the ambitious trait. That's very nice. Even better. Now, we can actually declare war on the Umayyads. Do the Umayyads even have any dudes? I don't know if they do. But let's go ahead and declare war for Algarve, just for something to do, and so that we can wreck up their stuff. I don't think you can holy war for it. Do I have a city? here. What is this? What's the city here? Tavira. Do I have Tavira on this list of things that I can seize? Yes. So who would get this? Patrician Falcu. So that's not ideal. I need something that I have the city, so I would get it. So this is I own. This I don't own. So I have to take this if I want to do that. I don't know if it's really worth doing that. Do I have any better CBs? We can claim Schlib for this guy. This one is probably that. It's both Zirid things. And I could conquest these two. And this would probably... So this I actually get the sheikdom. So that's good. That's kind of what I want. I don't know if it gives me these, but that's good enough for what I want. Good enough for what I want. So I can go up here and wreck up these guys' shit, and then I will have helped out the dudes around me. So I just got some military organization, so I can build a bunch of retinues, I guess. Yeah. So let's get more heavy cavalry here. Can't get horse archers, so let's just get 2 groups of these, and then a bunch of these archers and heavy infantry. Yeah, that'll do us some good. Now we're basically gonna have the same, you know, composition no matter what we do here. A fortune builder. This is my nephew. Oh no, that's a family member. You. Princess of Africa. That's good. Alright, let's get some more vassalmans here. Just to make sure we have enough dudes to do stuff. Oh, no. We gotta go rescue our little friends here because the Vikings are stomping around. Shamir Priestator. Or their dad's title. I hate going across here. This is all really slow, going across this stuff here. But it's super fast up here in comparison, except for when you're moving in the mountains. So, what are you gonna do? So these guys are sieging each other. I don't necessarily want to mess with that. Let's go kill these guys up here. They're actually weakening each other here, so that's not necessarily disadvantageous for me to have that happening. Right. If we can get him to stop here. Yep, stop you. I don't particularly care about you beating these guys in combat. So Ramon, make sure everybody gets exactly the same. Yeah, he's great. That battle means nothing. This battle means 6%. So we'll go ahead and write this guy up. It's fine. Looks like they're sieging the rest of the stuff over here. Yep, there goes. They're super fun. Yeah, you convert. She's gonna say no because she has the yes, the zealous trait. We can't actually do anything about that. Like, there's no way to actually force her to convert. Strangely enough, considering she's my character's wife. Hey, money. Nice. So did I actually run out of money? Can I get more dudes? No. I'm at my cap. It's okay. I'll probably want to build another holding here soon, actually. Am I gonna catch him? I did. Durr? Wait, what was that camel's name? I can't remember now. That sucks. I wanted to name somebody who had some kind of deformity or... So, I don't know. Your name is... the cap's reversed. Your name is... Not because of... I have become the patrician of Hadra. Oh, that's the thing I was building. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I still have holding room. No. Okay, I guess my steward died. You actually went to become the wrong guy. I don't know why. That's fine. Now, is this my trade post? That is my trade post. Get out! Okay. So the idea of using my, I want to expand upon the idea of using invasions as a form of I want to say world shaping, because really the problem with the invasion is that I can only do it on one target, and it costs 1,000 piety every time I do it. So if I do it, say, on the Umayyads, it's not going to be worth anything right now. So Durman practically lives in the kitchen. This is not a good trait. Where did he get envious? I don't remember. This is a different son than I was thinking of. Talking about moderation. He loses that trait. That's good. It's a terrible trait. So I have to pick and choose. Say I wanted to have a different guy on the throne of Italy. I don't want to necessarily Muslimify Italy, although that might be interesting. This is going to be a constant target for things. So what I want to do is I want to say, hey, who do I want in charge of Italy? Now these guys like me, pretty much. But there's probably some guys around who don't like me. I can't find them right now. But there's probably, well... theoretically, if there was a guy around who didn't like me, I have been spending a little bit of time improving my reputation with those around me. So it's not necessarily surprising that I have a positive reputation, positive relations, so to speak, with people. I think my speed needs to go up a little bit. But in the future, I'm not necessarily have that good of a reputation. What's going on here? So he's going after Portugal, which is just this province. Nothing down here counts. Yeah, this is Beja. This is something else. Algarve. Yeah, Algarve. So really the targets we have for an invasion are rather limited. I could do something like going after Aquitaine. But what I can use it for is taking large chunks of stuff all at once. Say I wanted to reform some of this stuff over here into a coherent kingdom. Or say I wanted to rip apart pieces of the Byzantine Empire or the Abbasid Empire. Then I would use it in that case. Obviously, with the Abysses, I have to pick my battles because they are so much stronger than me. At the moment, I could probably win an invasion. But in the future, that may not be the case. Captain of one of your trade galleys was fished out of the water by a ship working for the Malzuzi family last week. Starved and half mad from scurvy, the captain reports. I've had this event many times in the past. So that's one of the reasons I used to edit out a bunch of stuff, is that you get the same events over and over. People requested me not do that, so I've stopped. I used to do that in my earlier Breton Empire games. Whatever. I don't even know what that guy does. See, I'm losing piety right now. Oh, I used 50 of it to do this CP. Right. King Aaron the Mads, King of Nubia. See, you know, normally I'd want to stop this. This is something that I'd want to prevent them from doing. I probably do not have the ability to do so. Yeah, see? Now I have twice as many guys as I do. There's nothing I can do at this point. Well, I mean, I can declare war on them and they'll march across here and lose probably a third of their guys. But once they get here, I'm doomed unless I can actually make them chase me across stuff. I'm going to ignore this. If I'm going to want to keep that piety around, I'm going to have to be careful about it. So who actually occupies this? This is Portugal. Okay, that's cool. That's exactly who I want to have control that. Now this is being sieged by whom? Castellan, which is these people, yeah. And what's that at war about? War for Galicia. So this... Which province? What's Galicia here? This is Galicia, but what are they... Oh, is it the Umayyads going after them? Yeah, they're defending it. Okay. I see. That makes a lot more sense. I'm glad I thought of that. I see. Die, Umayyads. Okay. Commissioner proposes to compose your family chronicles. So this makes everybody mad, but it does give me the humble trait. Proud is not bad. There's nothing wrong with that. Temperate trait. Nice. Yeah, this is the guy I thought I was talking to before. Damn camels! Being fast. So doing stuff like this, where it's not really my intended goal to gain land out of this. Money? Sure. Where are they getting those dudes from? Alright, it's giving me events for this guy. Now, I don't really care about Nubia all that much. It's not something I can really control. Even if I were to really declare war on him for that, it's highly unlikely that I would actually be able to prevent them from winning that war in time for anything to happen. Oh, get out. So honestly, it's oh, we gotta wait until the Vikings leave. It's not necessarily the greatest ideas to do that. Now, what I would be able to do is to kill a bunch of their troops, which is basically what I'm doing here. What are you doing, buddy? Oop. That's not good. I'm gonna have to pull it out in though. Hey. I wish I could kill you. Can I get any money for him? That guy's worth some money. He's not. Can I kill him? Whatever. I'll kill you. You're not a fun guy. Oh. Let's not sit around in that province if I don't have to. Dukedom of Cyrenacia. A party of soldiers flying the banner of Patricia and Malik the Seducer recently set up camp in the middle of a field belonging to a farmer in Masat. According to the farmer, the campfire spread out of control and his entire crop was burned to ashes. He's brought up the matter for your cart and demands compensation. This is in Masat. I don't really care about this guy's opinion of me. So you spend the money. He's just another family member dude. One of your beloved wives covets your position of first wife and has been trying to woo you into elevating her to that status. So her. She's actually better. Much better, actually. So let's oblige here.